It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The clean-up continues following last night's wild storm which lashed the lower Hunter. Ausgrid says 16,000 customers lost power when the fierce electrical storm hit Cessnock and Maitland just after 8 p.m. Winds of up to 100 kilometres per hour brought down trees and power lines. The SES responded to about 70 calls for help, with many of those for water inundation. There are some isolated areas still without power this morning. However, Ausgrid crews have managed to get most affected customers back on the grid. Hunter Water says Newcastle's tap water is safe to drink despite the discovery of blue-green algae in the region's largest dam. An amber alert has been issued for Grahamstown Dam after the potentially toxic algae was discovered in water samples taken on November 24. A spokesperson for Hunter Water says the presence of algae is not uncommon in water sources from time to time due to environmental factors, and they have robust multi-barrier treatment processes in place to ensure our tap water is of high quality and safe to drink. The US Consul General is visiting the Hunter region, aiming to bolster relations between Newcastle and American businesses. Sharon Hudson-Dean is attending a range of science, technology and innovation hubs in the region, including the Williamtown Aerospace Centre. She says she's aiming to increase the collaboration between the United States and the University of Newcastle.
There's a lot of potential there. We have so much in common, our two countries, in terms of our approach towards research and development and education, business practices, protection of intellectual property, willingness to expand the pool of knowledge. That is something that I know American companies are interested in, and it's a real potential growth area.
We're being invited to have our say on plans to widen the Pacific Highway at Hexham. Transport Minister Andrew Constance says the proposed Hexham Strait project will see the highway expanded from 4 lanes to 6 between the Newcastle Inner City Bypass and the New England Highway. The plans also include a new bridge crossing at Ironbark Creek. You can comment on the plans online until February 5. 2 projects by Newcastle University students are in the running for international recognition after receiving national awards. One program has improved the long-term health of nearly 800 daughters and 700 dads since 2014 by providing sporting activities. The other initiative, named Outfit, saw students design and build better spaces for disadvantaged women and children. Outfit coordinator Shelley Smith says the work will leave a lasting impact in the Hunter community.
The work we do may be small in budget, but it often has a really large effect because not only does it have an immediate effect on the environment, but then it goes on to really have positive impacts on the women and children who access those services over a really long time, maybe even years.
House prices in Newcastle and Lake Macquarie continue to rise as the region enjoys a property boom. New data from CoreLogic shows prices have risen by 3.9% in the past 3 months and 8.4% over the past year. It's seen the median price for all houses and apartments rise from $585,000 in October to more than $602,000 in November.
2NURFM Sport.
The NHRU has committed to fielding 2 senior grades, a Colts and women's Hunter Wildfires side, in the Shute Shield until at least the end of 2022. Coach Scott Coleman says the club can be a real threat in the competition after finishing 11th this year, despite having just 3 weeks of preparation and fewer resources. Next year's Knights Old Boys Day could be moved from the club's final home game of the season to celebrate 20 years since the side's grand final win over Parramatta. Newcastle are set to face off against the Titans in round 24 on a Thursday, but the event could be changed to a mid-season match. Jets forward Bernie Abini is expected to return to training later today after being absent since last Tuesday. Meanwhile, CEO Laurie McKinnon has welcomed the return of the FFA Cup, saying the new changes to the format will add more excitement. And jockey Andrew Gibbons and son Dylan have both come up with wins on Legends Day at Newcastle Racecourse yesterday. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 6, 38, 4, 11, 37, 16 and 21, and the supplementaries are 8 and 42. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.